Hello, and welcome to Too Easy eSports Tournament. And today we have a show match for you. Two show matches. The first match being against Team Aegir versus Team Yesman. Yesman has previously played in PKG, and Aegir, personally for me, your host, Shad, is an unknown potential. For my co-host, we have Mr. Turbo here as the server organizer
Hi,
and the tournament organizer.
hi. I'm Turbo.
The
I'm your analyst for today, and I'll be duo casting with Shad.
one and only. So, as our analyst, do you have any expectations for either of these teams?
I mean, today we're talking, like for the first match, we're talking about a very high elo, both very high elo teams. We're talking about Aegir, which is a 4.3k team, I believe, as well as Yesman. They're also very, very high. I think 3.9. I don't actually know exactly, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great Overwatch. We're talking very, very high tier Overwatch.
Yeah,
I'm
like
very happy to see both of them.
yeah, I can agree with that. As in PKG, I am also known as one of the most fun to be around referees, and I have refereed with the Yes Men. And I gotta say, as a referee, they are a very nice team. They're very respectful, but they're also fearsome and they're really good. It has been such good games to referee. It's always the blast, always surprises. Uh, on another note, Turbo, as this is the one of the first official streams of our organization, do you have anything to tell about how it has been to organize this tournament and where did the idea come from?
The idea was actually pretty random. I thought, I don't know, I did it before with like pretty like in a community with just with just teams with like teams from the community with like 5 teams, which didn't really work out well with like Excel spreadsheet organization. I thought when I joined 2East that it wouldn't be that much harder to do it like a proper way, but turned out it took us like multiple months to get all of this stuff sorted out. But now we're here. Looks pretty good. Tournament next week. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'd really appreciate you guys signing up for the tournament.
And on another note, if you have any teams that do fall in between the team average of 0 to 3.5,
3.5.
feel feel free to join the tournament. You know, even if it's intimidating, as a bronze team going against possibly a diamond team that is just a concept. You know, you may team up with your friends who the only point is that your team average is between 0 and 3.5, which should be easy enough, especially if you're on the lower end. You really can't go lower than 0. But my point being, feel free to join, and maybe, just maybe, you'll hear me talk about you.
Maybe. Okay, so we now got our first map. We're playing King's Row. That's gonna be an interesting one. I feel like that's gonna be very interesting to see the map, especially because of both teams probably running very meta. So I do expect both of the teams to actually run Hog Zarya. Let's hope to see some good Overwatch, should we?
Oh yeah, especially with Hawk has got an A buff, right? You
Yeah,
know,
he got his new damage buff. He's pretty broken right now, I feel like, at least my opinion, and I do think that we should be able to see some double off tank today, at least. I
Oh
do
yeah.
think this is gonna be great Overwatch.
Oh yeah, like as a team player myself, I can definitely tell that it has been a trouble trying to figure out what is the new meta, especially because it's so roadhog driven and we're so used to double shield. But I I'm very excited to see, the off tank meta because off tanks they have such fun dynamics, such fun abilities. I feel like this match, especially on such high tier, it's gonna be push and pull, you know, quick action, fun time.
Yeah, exactly. It's just tanks are having a great time. Other like off tanks are having a great time, but main tanks suffer. But every meta has those kinds of stuff. Has that kind
Oh,
of stuff.
of course, especially Porzea, that has not been in meta for ages.
And we're going into the map now, as
Yes.
we already said, King's Row.
Welcome to the heart of London, with its narrow alleyways and high grounds. What do you expect? Do you
I
have
mean, we have
any?
Yes Man on attack and we have Aegir on defense. It's gonna be interesting. We do see a Rhine here on the defense with Rhine, Lucio, Moira, Cree, May. That's like it's a pretty standard comp that used to be played. Like Rhine is just very standard for this map. But I don't know if that's gonna be the best choice in this meta. We will
Well, the
see.
the
But I'm
shield.
very surprised for the attackers composition. Oh, they're running a Bastion strat. Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
Are they
Uh,
running Bastion without Symmetra? Oh no, they were debating us. They're running Tracer, it seems.
but I'm
What do you?
still surprised about the Orisa Monkey. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
actually what they're going to play.
yeah. I was gonna ask you. Like, I know Lexu is a huge fear to face them
Okay.
as Orisa, but unfortunately they switched to Zarya, which meta pick.
Yeah, pretty meta pick. They're still playing Break.
I'm actually surprised no one picked Hog.
Yeah, me as well. Me as well. Well, so we do see a normal monkey going in. Monkeys going in behind. Ryan
Yeah,
is looking for his engage. Ryan is
yeah, but
engaging.
oh, just going right in with the loser speed boost, huh? Cleaning up, quick and efficient. So if you want the efficient cleaning, just call Tim Meyer to clean your bedroom. Should work out well. Oh, oh, Bukala of Yes Men is on the flank. Do they have anyone in contact? There it goes. Back to the back line for the healers, scaring them off and
That's
forcing.
first pick secured for Yes Man.
Yeah,
Looks like they're
approach.
making a second point and winning this point for now.
Huh, another sweep. Efficient and clean, I gotta say. I used my cleaning job way too early. Uh-oh. It seems there's an interference on stream right now. At least, never mind. I'm back on track. As
Yeah, Yes Man advancing very far and denying a lot of space from Aegir right now, which looks very nice. They do get a lot of free card space through that. Oh, the early graph.
yeah, they hacked Diva, so it was safe to use.
Okay.
Oh,
They just used 3 ults from Aegir and it looks like they're still losing. They already lost the Rhine. There comes out the call lessons.
don't forget the payload, guys.
Yeah, they do get a lot of free space just from advancing so far.
Oh
So I
yeah.
don't think it's going to be a problem for them. But we do
No.
see that Aegir swapped over to the dive. So they were not really happy with the Rhine here.
Oh no, and it's gonna be
EMP comes
futile
in.
with the EMP! No more diving, no more abilities.
But the beat comes out in time.
Yeah, this time the cleaning wasn't as efficient as it should have been. But it's still... Team Aegir is still slowly winning this.
Yeah. Someone needs to translocate away. It looks like they secured it for now.
Oh!
And they even get the pick on the Sombra.
That happens when you're low health. You get sniped off by the other Sombra. Now, what do you think? What ultimates will be on play? Because Yesmen have a Grav and Tracer Pulse Bomb. Do you think it'll be used?
Obviously, they're probably trying to get this fight, but
there goes the Graviton.
yeah, the Grav's very big. They should be able to get something out of that. But
they already used the Pulse Bomb earlier.
But they can keep securing it.
Yeah. Sombra just running around unchecked in the back line. That's always. We all have that. That one Persky Sombra in the back. You don't know where they are, but you know they are there. Just like an itch.
Yeah.
Teams are setting up. Ooh,
oh,
that's an early pick.
That's gonna be a big advantage for Yesmen here.
Oh yeah. There goes EMP. And beat goes out. That's the power of knowing how to position. Yet it seems Yesmen are going to win this. I mean, they have been investing a lot of ultimates to this one.
Not at all, no.
Postpone gets no one.
Yeah, but they should be able to secure this point. They got enough picks.
They are using beat, yeah, which is immediately cancelled by EMP. Unfortunate. It's really hard fighting on the point. Like, Aegir does not want to give up the point, but they have to. Now they have almost 3 minutes to defend. It should be easy enough. We know how that second curve is where most teams get stuck for a long while.
Yeah. But they do trade here.
Yeah.
But I do think it's in the favor. Oh, not like 3 more kills. It looks like Aegir got it again.
Yeah. I mean, you are not coming back from those numbers. Yeah. Especially with this spawn advantage being almost non-existent at this point of the map. Excellent tracking from Lexu again, huh? Yesmen are pushing past the pesky corner we were earlier talking about.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be easier now for them, but the EMP comes in. It's 3-man, but the Coalescence comes out to counter it, so it should be denied.
A lot of ultimates are being traded. And it's a clean. Or yes. Aegir right now are scrabbling on the point. Yeah. Taking the ball. Just
they are trying to stall here, but it looks like they're getting denied pretty well.
Yeah, spin to win is not working as well as it was anticipated to work, and it has worked in previous metas. The Bastion! Lays out the Bastion! Surprise pick that's taken out quickly. Yes, man, coming on top.
30 seconds
and
remaining.
getting the point
Round one.
after a harsh battle. Having the 30 seconds extra.
Score
Very generous.
0-3. Switching sides.
What do you think? What do you think, Turbo? Oh, there's a pause.
Match.
Well, this just gives our analyzer more time to analyze. What do you think? How was the new meta scene? How was it utilized?
Oh, I think Turbo just DC'd. I just came quick to sub in. Sorry, I didn't get that there, but it's nice to be here with you, Shad. I guess thank you to Turbo if maybe he's watching this at VOD, the owner of the 2 eSports. So yeah, that was a treat to have him on. So Shad, tell me a bit about this match. I was watching a bit, and it looks like these two teams are pretty strong. They're both at that GM level, and we know some of these players. We know Grumpy Llama, one of the coaches. And we know, of course, the mighty Legsu, also known as Icegnome on this server, very, very well in this community. So there's a little bit of rivalry going on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Llama joined the Watch Party VC actually and said, are you guys looking forward to seeing Icegnome get rolled by me? So
Oh, absolutely! If it's good entertainment.
has been? Oh, I can't even speak. Is that what's been going on? There we go.
No, I wouldn't say real. The team fights have been. I would say they've been the teams have been toe to toe. It has been a sweep to another sweep. I would say that at the moment, Yes Men have better ult combinations than Aegir, who are just
Yeah.
their ultimates have not been that special or impactful because I cannot remember any of them, which is probably a good indication.
Yeah, that's a little bit rude, but with players on Yes Men such as Puku, Lala, and Lexi, as we mentioned before, they're a pretty strong roster. So
Oh
I
yes.
wonder when this game is gonna continue. Okay, will be a couple minutes until some action comes back in, but don't leave yet, as there's so much to talk about here. So tell me more about the face of the Yes Men team, Nob Cheesy. He's the face that you see in all those PKG interviews. Not to bring up another tourney or anything, but yeah, he's a lovely chap, as you mentioned at the start. You're the most lovely referee, and maybe he's one of the people that even say that. So that's super excited to hear. So yeah, what do you think about Nob Cheesy in particular? Does his gameplay reflect his kindness?
Absolutely not. It has been brutal.
Oh, jeez, that's not what you want to hear if you're Nob Cheesy.
I meant that in a good way. A teddy, a bear. It's goofy eyes and soft fur. But if you steal his honey, he's gonna slash out, and that's what we're seeing. Coordinated slashing out.
Yeah. So we see sorry, I didn't pay attention too much. Is it Yes Men that was on the attack?
Yes.
Okay, so Yes Men made it to the end. That's really important. With 29 seconds, Shad, if you didn't know, which I think you do know, you're quite a knowledgeable person.
Thank you.
Under that minute mark is super lucky, but on the other hand, the defense team not taking it down to overtime is also unlucky. So it's a double-handed slap. It's going to be really interesting to see whether this time bank in particular is going to strongly affect the gameplay coming up. Do you think that it will, Shad?
I mean, fights in Overwatch happen so fast that every second counts. And I would say that when it now comes to Aegir's attack, they have a competition. They need to be fast and they need to be win fights more efficiently than they did in the last round.
Mm.
Because in that 30 seconds, and this is a generous 30 seconds, you can have 2 to 3 team fights. That's a lot. That's a lot of
Yeah.
ult to charge, and that's a lot of damage done.
Mm. But I mean, correct me if you're wrong. You did say earlier that Aegir did not have the most impactful ult. So do you think that Aegir can even make it all the way to the end against Yes-Men? Do you think Yes-Men's defense will be even stronger than their attack was, even though they did make it all the way to the end?
I cannot give a definitive answer to that because I have never witnessed the Aegir play before. I am familiar with Yes-Men, so
Yeah.
I'm all up for this underdog story. I do have faith in Aegir. I
Also,
wanna see them roll.
do you think that they are the underdogs then? Wait,
For
so
me,
is it
for me
Aegir or
personally,
Aegir?
for me personally, because I do not know them.
Oh, okay. I mean, we saw Yes Men compete in PKG Masters. Yeah, again, not to mention another tournament because we are the superior one. But you know that a Gaia or Gear, I still don't know what their name is. They're 4.2k team plus. They got Grumpy Llama, a head coach, a guy that we're very familiar with, and the rest of these players, they're forces to be threatened with, whether they have impactful ults or not. Is a completely different situation, and I think soon we will start getting back into this game. What's the most excited thing you're looking? What thing are you most excited to see?
I'm excited to see how the tank duo of Aegir works and how they
Yeah.
work together because I saw glimpses of greatness in the brutality that was Yes Men just wiping the floor with them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting, to say the least, what will be coming up. We're moving on to this defense on Kings Row for Yes Men, and let's see what they're going to be running here on the defense. They keep on tricking us. They're playing some mind games, but overall, it does look like Pukulala is going to be on that Tracer. Do you think Odin... Nope, there we go. Caught me before I could even say it. I was going to ask whether Odin was going to stay on that Doomfist or not, and clearly not. But we're seeing that traditional Korean style dive, the OG Korean dive from Apex seasons. How do you think that's going to fare against Aegir or Agaya's attack?
I feel like it's gonna fare well because
Yeah.
it worked. It worked in attack. I'm sure it'll work in defense. Of course, dive is seen as more of a offensive tactic, and it's usually used in offense, but it can also be used in defense. And
No way. No way, no way, no way. I'm sorry.
oh, they're
I will
doing it.
spew
They are
right
doing
here.
it. And they wait.
That they were baiting us, but Lazy is on the Bastion with the Symmetra teleportation, and he's just raining bullets from above. Two people from Yes Men falling down very quickly. Although the two-tank lineup does fall from Aegir, the push is still looking strong, as there's only 3 men standing on that Yes Men side. 3 weak men. The res does come through for Grumpy Llama, so he's back in the fight, and this Bastion is just sitting on top of the poor metallic monk's head and taking 2 takes most likely. That quickly. Wow, that is such a strong start with a Reinhardt as well. Not the strongest hero. Oh my goodness, Lazy just lasering Pukulala straight off the bat, and that's a cap. They capped the point. What went on there, Shad?
I knew this was happening at some point. That is such a overpowered and fun tactic.
Overpowered.
Bastion.
Oh my goodness, he's back at it again, taking whatever high ground he can take. So it seems like their tactic is to leave 1 on payload. That's going to be Cobra on that Ana for the long range heal. And leave the Bastion. Odin coming in with the hack. It's not going to do too much.
Oh, there's no follow-up. Oh, there's the follow-up.
There, you see what their plan was. Hack the Bastion and go for the dive. Lazy did take out Guts. That's the Guts of Yes Men gone out the fight straight away. And what the hell is going on? This Bastion teleporting around across the map. Lazy, such a strong force, and he's taking away Pukulala.
Even a
Lost her
post
post bomb.
stop him.
Yeah,
even
it's just a little tickle. It's just a little tickle, Shad.
Looking for me?
Yeah, do you
There's
think...
Odin going again.
Oh my goodness. Odin, how do you feel about that? Odin just keeps on hacking lazy when there's no one there to follow up on it. Oh,
I mean, it's an annoyance, that's for sure.
I think X-Men just don't know what to do. Nob Cheesy just jumped into a Bastion. Now the Bastion's ulting. He's just raining explosives from above this time. Pukulala finally did grab a kill, but it just gets rezzed. Anything Yes Men do just gets counted. 5 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock here, Shad. What? People are dying left, right, and center. What's going on? Look at the ult economy on these two teams. It's looking good for Gear. Do you think that Yes Men can take it back with the ults that they got?
I'm not sure. I personally don't play on the such high level, but considering how EMP has just been a tickle, I doubt it.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing that EMP come out
There it is.
now, finding 5 hacks. Those hacks are going to be so strong, but it's not enough. Still, people on the side of Yes Men are dying. Nob Cheesy on 1 HP. He's going to fall next to those Symmetra turrets. We did see a Graviton Surge, I believe, come out from Lexu. It did grab quite a few in that bundle and did translate to a few kills, but Lexu's just getting trolled now. Like, it just wasn't enough. Now 4 minutes 50 on the clock here. Oh,
there goes Lazy.
Cool. Straight away, Pukulala is such a formidable hit scam, and again, need to acknowledge him. They need to realize that this isn't just any diamond team. This is a high master, low GM team.
Gotta say, quite carelessly Bastard with such low HP. It was desperately going on.
Oh my goodness, and Puku taking out the Mercy. The Shatter did come through, not finding too much, but the anti-nade is so massive, allowing Yeepy to die. But it's still looking tough for Yes Men. They are starting to take some space with the Roadhog from Lexu. Damn. Oh my goodness, this hero is so strong, and with someone like Lexu behind the wheel, he's finding many more kills to come. They managed to hold it, but Shad, they got almost 4 minutes left on the clock, while Yes Men only have 29 seconds. You think that they can take more time than Yes Men can?
I would say yes, as Sebastian no longer works, and they are running a Doomfist against their own a bot Roadhog.
Yeah, we're seeing that nano boost come out on the Winston. Yeepy nano boosted is definitely a threat, as we saw him take out Pukulala. Formidable hit scan Grumpy Llama with the flux, killing Lexu, allowing the follow-up on Nob Cheesy. It's looking like follow-up from here as they're approaching near the end. The Dragon did try to come out, but Odin got shut down now. Wow. I mean to say, what just even happened? We saw the Bastion TP strat. We saw a significant amount of time being thrown all over the place. We saw the Hanzo come out. We saw Doomfist come out. What's going on here, Shad?
I cannot answer that. The meta is so new, but the Bastion strategy, it keeps working.
Ooh.
So why fix something that is not broken? Though I'd be surprised if IR are gonna run the Bastion strat again.
Yeah, they lose that element of surprise. I don't think anyone was expecting an Omnic on top of a statue of a robot's head. Just plonked on top. That was definitely not something I was expecting at all. And
no.
It looks like on the defense we're seeing a Farah Mercy with a Doomfist. Tell me more, Shad. Is this an... Oh, and I'm wrong. They switched the Doomfist to a Genji. Do you think that this is going to be an effective defense comp?
I mean, you're asking a plat player, but I would... well, what can I say? As I personally am part of a farmer's duo, if the Farah is competent, a Farah is deadly.
Yeah, and he definitely will be competent. It's
Pukulala,
lazy.
he has replied with a Widowmaker.
Oh, that's going to be extremely tough, especially with a Mecha, as I like to call it, the Mercy Echo. Pukulala's looking for the shot.
Oh,
A smooth, clean, milky
God,
headshot.
deleted.
No, Knob Cheesy did fall down. That's a secret that people don't like to talk about. Lexu killing Assesses from the side of a gear. Without that Mercy, it's going to be extremely hard, as we just saw the value that a Mercy can get with a resurrection. Lexu again finding another kill. That's another 2 kills for Lexu. This guy's just bringing them all in. Wow. And there's that hook to take the icing off that cake and shove it in that chubby hog's mouth. Wow. That a complete obliteration. We're seeing these teams take it in turn. They're saying, okay, it's our turn to attack. We will show you an attack.
Whoa, that was fast. What? Power and speed. Oh my god, this is some Overwatch, I tell you.
Yeah, this is Overwatch and a half. Mecha coming out. Look at these ult charge, Shad. Who's in the advantage? Like, it's clear that the red team, yes men are, but at the same time they're losing kills, but they have the ults. They have the ults. What are these ults going to do for them? And I think we're going to be seeing that response right here, right now, as we see the Nano Blade come out from Velasquez, taking out Knob Cheesy. What? No! They didn't touch the point! No, they almost had that in the bag. Look at the ult economy. That's so sad to see. Shad! Shad!
That's my effect.
Shad.
You're
My brain is
welcome.
Shad.
That's just... Now that's what we call the Shad effect.
The Shad effect. I don't want to use any 2-letter words, but I mean, I don't want to say it. I think we'll call that a D7. I don't want to say the secret 2 letters. In case anyone gets angry at me, but I think that's the safe to say that's definitely a D7. A D7
Oh, yeah.
situation.
I mean, then again, what are you gonna do? There's a buffed Genji
Cry.
with a nano and a blade right in front of you. Are you gonna stay on the point and die, or run away from the point and die?
Maybe a bit of both, Shad. Maybe a bit of both. I'm just sad. Odin had the copy. He could have, like, I don't know, copied the Genji and done one of his own. But
yeah.
okay, we're seeing some old meta come out here, and by old meta I mean also new meta. An Orisa Hog. How do you think that's gonna do, Pukilala, on that Ashe though?
I'm not actually sure, because shields are basically tissue paper at this point. So
Yeah.
of course, full hook, that's a kill. An easy kill at that. Oh, they're doing it again. Never mind.
Comes in, leaving Lazy on 1 HP. The circumstances are different, as yes men expected this. They got an Echo on their team. They got a damage boosted Ashe. They're waiting for this
There
situation.
goes SS.
Nuts. And there's an example of it. Xu is hungry for some food and he's gonna eat it up. Anyone he sees is a smack for him. Yeep is on the side though, looking for some side damage. He's not gonna really find it, as there's some strange brawl breaking out. Lexu did get dived on, but he's a hog. He can't die. Lazy did fall, but got brought back up to life. But with that window of opportunity, Lexu managed to fit it and grab a kill of his own. It's hard for an attacking team when Lexu is on the defense on Hog. Wow, Shad. What do you think's gonna happen here? Look at the time bank and look at the ults and give me an answer, Shad. I want to hear an answer.
Time to raise my ATM.
Hold, that's my bold prediction.
A full hold. Okay, you heard it here first. If this happens, well, I mean, you said it. We're seeing a Diva come out and a Pharah. So it's going to be pretty spicy, Lexu, with that
Never
whole hold.
mind, the Pharah's gone.
And there's the
Oh,
hook.
resurrection for you.
The Hog following up, and he's going to push them back into the cinema. Stay in there and watch a movie, and by a movie, it's going to be Lexu probably grabbing a play of the game as he grabs another for himself. Well, that is a show to watch. He's worthy to go in that cinema himself.
As a VIP, of course.
Oh,
The
yes.
star of the game.
But now the attacking team only has a nano boost. How do you feel about that going into a Bob, Copy, Valk, and Bongo? There's a Bongo.
I don't
coming out.
know, there is no one to nano. Excluding a
no one to
Winston.
Yep, and that nano boost did just come online, and it's not going to find any value. What happened there, Cobra? Cobra, you can't make mistakes like this in the stage of the game. That's so much time gone. The resurrection does come through from Esses on Farkalos. Do I even bother pronouncing that name? I think not, as there's too much action breaking down. Lexu on that side angle. He's not going to die as he just presses E. He's got that damage reduction following through, and now a strange, weird rule of the fight is coming up. Grumpy Llama loses the mech and his baby, but the Valkyrie coming through from Yes Men is gonna supply that damage boost, allowing so many more kills to follow through. Shad, what's going on? Pukulala's just clicking heads left, right, center. S121 shows no respect with that Mercy pistol, and the only kill that they managed to grab was a Widow snipe on the side of Farkilos. Wow.
Yeah, if you get that Valk, you shouldn't go Mercy. Even if your name is Mercy. And there comes another attack. Without Pukulala.
Yeah, it's a
That's
strange.
the turning point.
Whoa, what's going on here? The push, it seemed to be working. Grumpy Llama did take out Guts, and now Lexu is going to die as well. Primal Rage active, and it finds to the Ash. Mercy going down. Now it's just Nob Cheesy left to survive. Odin dropping that bomb after he copied, and it's not going to find any value. That's an shoved down the drain. The resurrection does come through on the side of Aegir. Now they got a full roster. They got a Barrage online. They got a Nano online. They've almost got a Bomb online. They've almost got a Valk online, and Yes Man only have a window up right now, and no other ults is going to be for them. Zero time is on the clock. They just need to push it around the corner. The window does get dropped, pressuring them, but they got plenty of space. They got plenty of time, and they're going to be pushing that payload up. Nog Cheesy looking to create some space close to the end of the point, and now the overtime is ticking hard. The contest is starting to come through now, but the Nano Barrage following up. The anti-nade was massive, but the lamp was even bigger, but two falling on Yes Man. This could be the end. A lucky pick does come through, but Cobra finishing off Guts. Now it's just one last contest. Lexu tries his best, but that is it for Kings Row, and Aegir take the cake, they take the food, they take the snacks, getting revenge. Wow, Shad, that was a mountaintop of a match.
Oh my. And for once, I actually know where it all fell apart and where it lost my credibility. It was the moment when Pukulala died on Ash, leaving a lazy Rain Terror on Aspara.
Yeah, Pukulala is such a strong hit scan, and if you take him out of that fight, you have no fear.
You made the right decision.
Okay, we are now going to be seeing what map is coming up next, but Shad, let's have a chat. We only covered the surface of what went on there. There was a Bastion dive situation, which worked way too well for the first time, and then it got moved on to another situation. Like, it was just going crazy. Like, both these teams are so ridiculously strong at attack. Do you think that we'll be seeing the same theme throughout? And what type of map, if that makes sense, are you most looking forward to next in the future?
As you said, both teams are excellent at attacking, so I'm really looking for control.
Exactly.
Because
That's what I was
only
thinking.
attack.
Yeah. For sure. The map I'm not looking forward to the most is you know, a lot of people might agree with me if they play the game, is 2CP, because I don't know, I think it's just going to be a ping pong, both teams just waiting to get on attack, you know, just lounging around on defense, unless you get Lexi on that hog, of course, then it's a whole different story. And yeah, it's just going to be both these teams just smacking each other on the skull, waiting to attack and attacking with full force.
So...
Oh yes, continue, sorry. Sorry for cutting you off.
No, you joined as... you joined in kind of late. Welcome, by the way.
Yeah.
So, how did you enjoy the show?
Oh, I enjoyed it, alright. With these two ridiculously powerful teams, it's always fun to watch. And I know these people, as some of you guys in the audience might know. As I said before, Grumpy Llama, Lexu, these are members of our community. And they are, members of our community. That's all I had to say. And you know, if you join this tournament, wink, a wink, nudge, a nudge, you might get to meet some of these gods of gamers that you saw right in front of you. It's going to be interesting to see what map is coming up next. I believe it's Escort. Am I correct, Shad?
Yes, you are. And it
Ooh.
seems that we are going to Watch Point.
Oh, Shad, you just kind of spoiled it there. Jeez.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
That's the
Shad,
Shad effect. Shad
even
effect.
Owen told
Ruining
us. He was
everything.
like, he even said in a sad voice on prod, he was like, guys, please don't bring up the map until I reveal it. Well, you screwed it all up, Shad. I hate you. But Watch Point Gibraltar.
What can I say?
Dive maps.
That's the Shad effect. Ruining everything.
Yeah, these are. It's such a it's dive. Like I can't imagine just anything else. I can imagine a hog as I played it in comp, but playing it at comp at a diamond level is it's just a little bit different to these monstrous SRs that we see from both these teams. You referenced your plow, so I doubt you would have seen like I don't know, just both teams playing dive as I expect to what we're gonna see now.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Actually
But I-
disagree because my team at the Sandwich has
Oh, of
climbed
course.
close to diamond.
Of course, I forgot about the sandwich. And speaking of sandwich, we'll be seeing the Sandwich Academy later tonight, so stay tuned. Quick little plug. And taking a little teaser here, it looks like these teams will be leaning towards that sort of dive style with a Sombra, as we like to see. Tell me more, Shad. Tell me more about the Sombra. How do you feel? What can it do? Just tell me things about Sombra, Shad.
Ready for battle.
Well, I'm not the expert on Sombra, but the hack is very powerful on a dive composition where movement and abilities are everything. If you hack the Winston before he gets out, he has no way of getting out. It's free ult charge for your team and a dead Winston for the other team.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see what these teams are gonna bring in the bag. Whether it's gonna be a battle of who has the better Sombra, or maybe as Llama liked to tease, who has the better off tank. But tell me what the differences between the Diva and Zarya. Which one is gonna be working better? Do you know? Do you
I
not
would
know?
actually argue the
Okay,
difference.
argue with me.
Well, I was going to argue as
Lucy, great. Yeah,
Kukurala
I
was
thought that up.
playing a Widowmaker, but to switch to Tracer.
Well, I was close to guessing what you were going to argue with me here, and we are seeing that 200 HP Brigger. Something weird to see. Pookie Lala is just wiggling all over the place, and there the first dive is coming in. It's not going to do too much apart from farm ult, and that's the theme of this Shad, isn't it? Oh! Unlucky. Unfortunately,
no.
he does die when he tried to escape away. There's no survivors from Nob Cheesy or Lexi. Odin dropping down for a bit of ult charge, but it's looking good for both these teams. The Brawl phase is starting to break out, but you know, this isn't the game that they're playing with this. They're waiting for those ults, Shad. So tell me more. Which team is going to do better with these comps with the ults?
I would actually say that Aegir has an upper hand when it comes to ultimates because Diva Bomb is not as strong as it used to be, nor is Diva as strong as she used to be, which as a Diva 1 trick is a very sad thing to say.
Yeah, Grumpy Llama on that Diva is definitely an interesting choice, as we normally see that Zarya Nob Cheesy just punching the baby in the skull, crushing it, and along with Llama's hopes and dreams. I think we'll see some more baby skulls getting crushed as the fight is starting to engage. Here, look at the high ground getting perfectly taken by Aegir, and they got that EMP online. They got that nano boost. I'm expecting an EMP with a monkey nano. And there it is, it's come attacking 4. Guts did manage to pop the rally, so maybe he'll keep a little bit of sustain, but S121 does die. Both these Annas on each team are down, but the EMP comes out from Yesman. The reverse EMP managed to find the reverse in-fight sweep. What? They just took it in turns. They said, yeah, alright, you can EMP first, but I'll EMP after you, and it's going to work better than you. And that's just what happened. Oh. Grumpy Llama just had enough of life being a baby and just jumped into the rocks. What a sad
He's
sight.
running live, pal.
Yeah. But who do you think came out on top after this fight? Because looking at the ults here, it's looking like like yes men are pretty strong right now. Do you agree or disagree? Oh, Guts does die.
I have to agree, but I wouldn't say that either are in a bad position either. They have ult coming online. We're constantly using it. And
Yeah, they're not
Robbie here has
position
a
at all.
bomb. Yes.
Yeah, losing the An on the side of Yes Men is going to be super bad in a 3-man anti.
Odin.
On 1 HP, not cheesy, forced to block that Primal Rage, and Lexu did die. What an unlucky man. Death is sad, and Nob Cheesy is having an even harder time popping that Primal Rage just for survival purposes. 0 kills did translate from that, and look at the space that these teams are creating. Look at the ults coming online. It's looking like Aegir are in the clear, and there's that EMP. 3 men are caught up in that, but Winston dying from that. Pukilala being hacked, taking away most of his value. The Nano Winston is now popping off. 2 men did fall, with Nob Cheesy being one of them because of that juicy pulse bomb, and it looks like they're looking for a recontest. Yes men are, and Odin just farming up the last bit as the rest die. That's all it is
Just
to
how
it.
it
People
goes.
dying.
Hello, Odin.
Oh.
How are you? What are we wanting Anna?
And yeah,
Well.
more and more people died. That's a 3-man stagger, if you even
I
want to call
mean-
it stagger, if it's half the team.
Seems to be working for higher to what we wanting Diana.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think Agaya have gone for the whole approach that we think we are better than you skill-wise. So we're just gonna take a ton of one-on-ones with you because we're gonna win because we're better than you. I think that's the mentality coming in. But there's that dive, and Odin has had enough, dropping the EMP, finding 3 EP and Essies being 2 of them, and that's going to show there when Essies did fall. Odin dying isn't going to be too important, as Nob Cheesy is going to take the rest of the damage for him with a bit of help from S121's nano boost stations. Pukilala coming up with that pulse bomb online, ready for the next fight. They have got full high ground control, full awareness. So Shad, tell me more. Do you still think that this Steve is working?
No, as I said, Eva she's not what she used to be, but I'm gonna give her Grumpy Lava some credit. I reward him with the award of Mr. Consistency. Every bomb has killed at least a person.
There's a fat EMP coming in. A couple did get hacked, but not as many as you'd like to see. The sound barrier coming in and allowing that sustain for Aegir, but what the hell, a juicy gaffle right there. Pukilala with that pulse bomb on top of Legsu's magnificent Graviton Surge. The space, the fights that they are winning, yes men, they're just taking in turns. We'll win 2 fights and we'll give you 1. I think that's the theme, and I think that one fight is going to be coming up for the good old Aegir.
I'm gonna say, EMP is really strong in in the dive. Like, their EMP is going out so much, so often, so big. It's amazing.
Yeah, there we're seeing another EMP. Ow. Just for the clear up, the rally was online for Guts, and that's the rest of the deaths coming in. But now without that EMP, Lazy's got quite a nice chunk of charge, along with a nano boost online, pulse bomb, and big fat chunky bomb. So do you think it's still looking good for Yasmin? I think that they're gonna lose this point. As it's approaching overtime, the speed booster maybe is going to help Grumpy Llama come in, maybe engaging with a Diva Bomb. I don't know what's going to happen. Overtime is triggered. Now, the Diva on top. Pukilala did manage to find a chunky pulse bomb, taking out the main tank from the side of
Mr.
Aegir.
Consistency!
Now, Grumpy Llama taking out Lexi. There's no tanks left, but the EMP does come out. Lazy has had enough of losing team fights. He's went for it there. Odin getting hacked. What? Dude, Pukilala, you can't do that. Pukilala, that's not allowed. You can't just start killing people after an EMP comes out. No. That's not fine. He's taking out the Diva Mech as well. This is overtime. Give him a fight, guys. What? Now the EMP from Yes Men comes out as well. Odin. Now Nob Cheesy with a Primal Rage, taking it all the way. They didn't even cap the second tick because of Pukulala's incredible play on that last overtime fight, allowing the rest of his team to come back with the ultimate Shad.
Sides.
Whoa. Shad, I don't know what to say. Give me some words.
Initiating match.
Words have been sent to your way.
Oh, thank you, Shad. Much better. But come on, Shad. Tell me more. I referenced before that that the Aegir like to take these one-on-one situations, but with someone like Pukulala and Yes Man, do you think that is viable? Such a strong hit scan.
As long as you're not going against Pukulala, you should be fine.
Sounds good to me. I don't plan on going against him anytime soon. What about you?
Oh no. Oh no. I don't even play DPS.
Well, I mean, I know a guy called Owen, and I reckon he could take him. But apart from that,
no. What
maybe.
I've heard that he's a changed man. He's a mercy one trick nowadays.
Okay,
Well,
this is
not to say that Mercy couldn't take out a DPS, but
oh, if it's Owen, he can.
statistically saying.
But Shad, I think Aegir have noticed the errors of their ways, and they switched their Lucio off to a Brigitte, but they are still keeping that Diva. But no. They're tricking us on attack, right? They're not running Hog Orisa on Watchpoint Gibraltar with a teleportation. Lexu on the high ground, he gets punished. You can't BM GM team. Come on, guys, you get punished for that. And here we are seeing that punish come through. Aegir are just fed up of dying, so they have gone for kills of their own. But the hack coming in, it does manage to kill Ferocitus, but Guts did die. These early kills do not matter too much if it's anyone on Yes Men dying, because they're on attack. Their spawn's right over there in that big fat cave, and Pukulala getting lazy is massive. Without that EMP being constantly charged, Odin is probably going to come over to an advantage anytime soon, and now it's looking wondrous for Yes Men, pushing it onto the bridge. Ooh.
I gotta say, I really like how teleported. The Hawk was teleported on top. It would have been glorious weren't it for that fact that he was expected and then absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I think Guts is a magnificent Brigitte. We just saw him 3v1 on a 200 HP Brigitte. This is new patch, and Pukulala is now poking holes straight through Aegir. Taking out Cobra is absolutely massive, as he did have that nano boost online. Yippee is not too happy about it. In fact, he is angry, primal angry, taking out Pukulala, getting that revenge, and he's smacking around, but the EMP does come through, helping Yippee get some more lazy finishing off Legsu, getting that final blow, and the ult economy is just swinging left, right, and center. And Yes Men have almost got many ults online.
There's the Diva Bomb.
Yes,
Pukulala
I
is
think
good.
that this Pukulala is extremely strong. He's looking for the emoting. Just sit down when Pukulala's on Widowmaker. That's not fine. You're gonna get punished for that. Pukulala's looking for the punish. Can't quite find it. The hack does come in with Grumpy Llama, so he can't drop that bomb. The nanoed. Winston versus an angry. Winston is definitely an interesting duel. Pukulala did unfortunately fall. He didn't find his revenge, but the rallying Brigitte is sure gonna find some form of reward. But wait, how are they still dying on the side of Yes Men? How has this happened? How on earth has Aegir won that fight when Yes Men invested?
Because they were investing smart in all the properties. Big when we want.
Yeah, Grumpy Llama here. I think he's taking out a lot of that damage with his defense matrix. Even though there's not too much to poke, and just definitely cannot. Defense matrix, the EMP coming in, along with Knob Cheesy with that nanoed Winston, getting that graviton surge damage all in there. Legsu just wants to group them up into one little bundle. Now Knob Cheesy wants to split them all up afterwards. There will be no reunion when Knob Cheesy's around in rage, bullying a baby as Knob Cheesy normally does. Oh, wow. That was a phenomenal performance. Only Guts managed to die there on the side of Yes Men. And I don't think Yes Men are too bothered about that.
They have no worries. So no need to be bothered about such a small thing.
Let's try that again.
Apagando las luces.
And there's the EMP coming in for a gear, the massive hack, finding both tanks on the side of Yes Men. 2 men falling on Yes Men, 3 men, 4 men, 5 men. Odin's just the last man standing as a pulse bomb was dropped off as the icing on the cake. But looking at the alt, Shad, tell me more. Who's going to win the next fight? I want you to predict the future, Shad. You can do it.
I say fire.
Oh, well, I say overtime, and I also say yes, men. I disagree with you yet again. The ults are coming online. Odin's almost got that EMP, but he dies. No, without him alive, it's going to be extremely hard for Yes Men to win this fight, but Yes Men are still fighting, taking out Anna, taking out the main tank on the side of a gear. It's looking okay. It's looking great. In fact, it's looking fantastic. The state of this match is changing every single second, and it's no longer looking good as the rally comes online. S121 does die on that Moi, which is super unfortunate. The big fat bomb did take out the Vegeta from Guts, losing that shield, but the EMP finding 3 men on the side of a gear is absolutely massive. As Lexu's monstrous ball did try to follow up, it just wasn't quite enough. Now Nob Cheesy is just the last scientist standing with Primal Rage. He almost left the point, but he's just tickling the surface. What a poor matchup. Oh no. Aegir won it. They took it. I'm pretty sure they won King's Row as well, if my memory serves me correct. It was only 2 minutes ago, and I can't even remember.
Play of the game.
And Asis.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, Aegir, 2-0. That's so weird, because it feels like Yes Men have always been winning, but just sometimes things just aren't quite happening as things are expected. It's just, it's weird. It's strange. It's unexpected, because you did mention earlier that you definitely saw Yes Men as the favorite. And
Oh, that was only
Yes
a
Men losing.
personal favorite. As
Sure,
I
sure,
have
Shad.
mentioned for
Sure,
the
sure.
5th time, I have not known that I did not know Aegir, but now I respect them.
Yeah, Shad, they're definitely a team to respect. They're definitely a team to fear. A mixture of both, to say the least. With members like Grumpy Llama on that diva, he definitely did his job. But there's some more standout players, I'd say. We saw the person getting player of the game was Assessis on that Brigitte. He was playing a bit of Lucio before. It was definitely decent. To say the least. But I think we'll be moving on to a quick short break as my throat is extremely thirsty. I'm sorry, guys, but don't go anywhere. If you leave, you will miss the juicy action, because the next map coming up is Shad. What type of map are we doing after Escort?
I cannot say. I don't have any connections to
It's a
the
surprise
future
then.
or the past. I am currently stuck in the present.
Yeah, it's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be a spicy surprise, to say the least. Can Yes Men take it back from a gig? Can they take a full-on map? I think they might. But we'll see what happens in the future, whether a gear is going to get that 3-0 or Yes Men is going to slap on back. See you very, very shortly. Okay, guys, welcome back. We are so excited to get right back into this next map set. We are hearing that it is Control, the map that we're most looking forward to. Shad, you even... Shad? Shad?
Mm-hmm. I'm present.
Shad, we're live. So we are moving
As I said,
into
I am
Control.
present.
Yes, you are, Shad. Tell me more about Control. Are you looking forward to this map? You said you were, and
Yes.
what are you expecting? Do you think the Yes Men can get that next cap? The next map. The next map. That's what I'm trying to say, Shad. I'm trying to say, Shad, do you think that they can take a map off them?
A wise man once said, "You may lose a battle, but you can win a war." So yes,
Mm.
I do believe in the yes men.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes Men are. I'm just trying to make some puns on Yes Men.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Technically,
The next map is going to be interesting to find out what it is. Ooh, Lijiang Tower!
Tower.
Yay! Shad, are you looking forward to this map? Are you surprised that this map was chosen? What do you think is going to be happening on this map? Anything can break out. Do you think that we'll see that Sombra again? Do you think we'll see Kukulala on a sniper? Tell me more, Shad.
I actually, as we're playing the night market, I'm actually surprised. I'd actually hope to see Symmetra. I am not sure if it's gonna work outside of the if so feared double shield meta, but I personally have found the Symmetra really fun. It's always surprising, and it seems that the Feskidos is playing Symmetra.
Ooh,
I may be-
a spicy sim.
4,
Mm.
3, 2,
And I don't believe I'm actually being
round 1.
My
fooled
teacher
here.
is online.
Oh, it happens to the best of us. We all
What a
GPs.
what
Well, I mean,
a
I don't.
masterful teleporter.
This is
Absolutely
high-end
beautiful.
GM gameplay, as we see. Knob Cheesy already starting that engage. Lexi popping those bubbles, getting that ult charge, getting that charge, taking out Cobra with the help of Knob Cheesy. Gods managed to red it. The Widowmaker on the side of Janir, and now Pukilala is just following up. What the hell? Yes Men are taking the first fight. They will be taking that first cap, and Pukilala is going to be at the forefront of this revolutionary action. Shad, do you reckon that they can take this full map off the hands of I've already Agnir? Aegir. There we go. I'm
Well,
sorry,
it's
Aegir.
too early to say, but I do hope that, because I'm all up for that. I want to have fun, and I want our audience to have fun, and you can have fun with really interesting matches.
Oh yeah, and I'll tell you who's having fun. Grumpy Llama. I'm sure he is so excited that he managed to kill Lexi, but Knob Cheesy, he's not excited. He's an angry man. He did post in there, but that value from the Primal Rage did help quite a lot. Grumpy Llama fighting another kill onto such an important support out of Yes Men. This fight is a constant ping-pong battle, and no one knows who is winning right now. Pukilala is falling, so it's looking really good if Aegir do want to start engaging. Although the members of Yes Men are starting to rally back up, it looks like Aegir are going to be taking that point-ish control. Already starting that cap on the point around him.
The Graviton.
The EMP coming in, hacking 3. They know that Grumpy Llama's now got that ult, so that's valuable information, as well as the fact they just won a lost fight that easily. Shad, was it worth it? Simple as that. Was it worth it?
I think it was.
Mm.
Because we're all already at the almost 80%. The map is almost over. Look at how fast things go. And look at how many ultimates there are in play right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of ultimates in play right now. We're seeing some come out. That EMP coming in. It looked a bit red, and I see a lot more red. If that kill feed pointing towards that poor old blue, as Aegir will be Oh, there we go. We'll be capping the point there. It's almost a D7 situation, as I'm going to reference to it from now on. I don't want these teams to be angry at me. But speaking of anger, Nobcheesy's almost got that primal rage, but I doubt they're going to be pushing anytime soon, as the pulse bomb from Farloxius does manage to blow up Guts' guts. The gut bullets never get old.
Oh my god, I missed your pun. You're
Okay,
the
we're seeing,
than I am.
We're seeing a primal rage Winston versus a nano Winston, and Nob managed to get rid of all the value of that nano boost. Shad, what's more valuable, primal rage or nano?
Nano, absolutely. Because nano can be utilized in so many different ways. It's a Play-Doh. You can make anything out of it.
You heard
can
it
even
here first. Nano boost, a killing ability is like Play-Doh. But speaking of Play-Doh, it looks like Aegir's going to be molding the playing field, using a primal rage of their own, getting though, so he doesn't have those jumps, and the bomb is plunking in on Guts' skull. What a poor man, and Yabiti is going to be smacking Odin into obliteration. And now it's all follow-up. From here, Lexu just jumping off the map because he's fed up of this fight. He doesn't want to get staggered. But moving into this next push, I can't tell who's going to win it.
Oh no, like, of
Nano boost
course,
coming online.
yes men have an ult advantage. But at the same time, Aegir have shown such a good gameplay. Oh.
Yeah, they don't have an ult advantage for long, as the nano boost is coming online. The hack coming in on Pukulala after he got a quick kill, but there's the EMP, so no ults will be coming in play from the side of yes men. But a counter EMP is popping on out. It was almost a lost fight, but they can't lose any more time here. Now the fight is breaking out on point. Nobcheesy got slammed back into the spawn room, and now again it looks like the point is there. It's just the last few touches. I don't know whether this take is possible. I have faith in yes men, but not enough faith. Lexu on that ball. We've all heard of his famous tales of having a ball one-trick account and getting very high on it, and we're seeing some of that action come into play over here as he managed to stall for so long on the point, taken out by Yeepy. Nobcheesy next dies, but the final touch from Guts getting hacked, and now the bomb is going to be the icing on the cake. The first round going to Aegir, as probably the fans did expect to see Aegir taking the round. So did it happen.
0-1.
And it's not over just yet. I really hope we get
Ready.
not this one, but I am happy with this one. As the Lucian main personally, this point specifically is a nightmare for your enemy team.
Yeah, you referenced you're a Lucio main, and I don't know about you, but you might know a particular rollout where you can go from spawn, and if the enemy team has a Lucio and they go towards bridge, you can boot them all off the map. This is 4K gameplay. Do you think we'll be seeing that here?
No, because you can't do that against dive comps, because they'll just jump out and it just everyone just wasted time.
Time to raise my
Yep, and speaking of jumping, these teams are jumping all over the place. Their backline is your backline. Your space is their space. There's no such thing as space, but Lexu manages to utilize some space and booping Cobra off the map. There's that boop that I've been wishing for. Pukulala's just trolling two members at the same time on the red team, on Aegir, but Aegir manages to knock back, so to speak, using the grapple hook on Yeepy, and the follow-up is so clean, crystal clear, perfection from there on out. Shad, do you think that this momentum of tapping it at the start is going to be extremely effective?
I'm gonna have to shoot you down.
You were
Okay,
saying?
we've got some interesting information leading towards you guys basically wanting to stick around, so stay tuned for the future. But now, speaking of the future is soon to be revealed in this round over here. This fight, Odin taking out the Lucio, but both main supports from both teams is gonna die as the pulse bomb did get dropped. Grumpy Llama somehow knocking Odin off the map, and now the Pukulala manages to fall as well. What is going on with these boobs? Shad, you're a Lucio player. Like, is it really this easy to boot so many people? Another boot. Now a celebratory.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe a misclick. A celebratory EMP. Some fireworks. Huh.
Yay!
This is
I
this
mean-
is GM gameplay, guys.
Don't question it.
Yeah. I mean.
But regarding your question about environmentals, yes, if you're looking for environmentals, you just punish that. It's easy as that. And it's very satisfying.
Oh, speaking of satisfying, I just saw a fat anti coming in, but the mines,
Yes.
the mines are going to be following up. Lexu's in a sticky situation over here, and now the Diva Bomb, killing Guts, wiping
Oh my
him out
god.
from
Poor
existence.
Guts.
She's looking to get some space. Odin managed to clean up, but it's not looking so good from here on out, as yes men are starting to crumble. They're not saying yes. Oh wait, they are. They're saying hell yes. They're taking more space. The copy does come through, but now with a stick knock, Jeezy jumps straight into his Diva. Fair enough. Oh no, that was their Diva. Excellent play then, Lexu with the last contest, and it's not looking good for yes men. Now it's just Lexu trying to touch at the end. No, we really wanted yes men to win so badly, and it's a shame that it's not looking good for them. I don't want to speak too soon, as Nobshizi is at the end of his life as well, it appears, and now it's just the last trickling contest coming in. Well, okay, not just the last trickling contest. Quite a good few contests are coming in. This is a longer contest than I expected, and there, just as it was foretold, Aegir does take the cake. It was excellent play to Aegir, but I'm just sad that it wasn't yes men which got the underdog story.
yeah.
Play of the game.
Taking it 3-0. There's Yeepy chewing on some tires. Look at this play. You can't do this to a GM team. That's not how it works. He's playing ball like he's a
Meow.
sniper. Wow.
Just rolling through with your limousine. That is a ball. Not point stats. Don't get in the way of ePay.
Okay, yeah, that was definitely an interesting map to say the least. I believe just looking at the chat that we're going to be going into a short break, I think, and then after that we'll talk about it more. I'm not too well adverse to what is going on here, whether we are doing it as a match, whether it's first to 3 or best or 5 or what. So are we going to be playing all 5 maps, or was that the end?
First to 3, isn't it? I'm not very good at numbers.
Yes, maybe. We don't know. We don't know yeah. Long story short, we don't know whether that's the end of this matchup or not. It was definitely interesting to say the least. Off the top of our heads, if it is the end, give us your MVP, Shad, and I'll give.
My MVP would be Lexu.
Oh, is that favoritism, or is that because he's super cracked? Is it a bit of both?
It's the fact because the Jersey Pukulala would have been too easy. Who's your MVP then?
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to call me out. Pukula. It would make a lot of sense to choose someone from Aegir, as most people are expecting I would, but I think Pukula just showed a strong, consistent performance, always landing kills. There was a moment on Watchpoint Gibraltar where he just shut them down before they could even get that second tick on Watchpoint. Like, what went on there? He just shredded through everybody with some crazy tracer play. We've seen him on the hit scan, we've seen him on the Ash before, and he's just so good. He's so consistent. He's marvelous, fantastic, a spectacle, a wizard, a god at the video game, so to speak. He's cracked. To put it shortly, he's just absolutely cracked. What a god tier gamer. I don't know, Shad, but tell me from Aegir. Who would you pick from Aegir?
Aegir. Ferskilus. I was Ferskilus or Yipe. I would also argue that SS did amazing job as Bricky. So I will go with SS.
Yeah, guys, I think wait, I'm just holding on to my ear. Did I hear that right from Owen, who's on production, who just said that we're gonna be playing one goats map?
Don't get any hopes up here.
I mean, I don't have hopes. I just have interest to what's going on. Turbo himself, the head of 2 eSports, is claiming that there's one goats map.
Ooh, so
You
we're
heard it from
getting a
Turbo.
dessert. Nice.
Yeah, we're getting nice icing on the cake, and guys, after that, we're gonna be moving on to. I mean, Shad. I mean, why don't you say what matches after this one? I mean, it's your academy team after all.
Well, mine, it's mostly FDD who will also be hosting who will be your host and caster in the
FTD
next
casting.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So it's gonna be the Sandwich Academy versus Brainstorm's Academy team. So that's gonna be super interesting, guys. We are moving on to wait. Almost has it been revealed yet? Yes, Rialto.
Rialto.
Hasn't been revealed. Owen, he gets very annoyed about things like this. We are moving on to Rialto. A super interesting map for goats. Maybe we're gonna see some Lucio boops on that first river
I
bit of the
hope.
map. Something like that. It's gonna be really interesting to say the least. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. Whether Yes Men can get revenge. Remember, they got a pretty stacked roster. Oh yeah, okay. I got a list of the members of Aegir just to rekindle my very short memory. No offense. Okay, but yeah, my favorite member from Aegir. Ooh, it's a tough one. The one that we always saw in the kill is Farskilos. But I don't know whether
Lazy
he's
was also doing
MVP.
where Lazy was also not being honorable to his name. He was cleaning up on Zombra.
Yeah, I think I would have to give it to you. Ooh, oh, I don't know. I think Essie's. Yeah, I've changed my mind. I've done the 180. Nope, double 180. Sorry, Essie's. Yippee. Ooh.
Welcome to reality.
Okay, Rialto goats. It's gonna be interesting, Rialto goats. What type of goats are we gonna see? That's the question. Are we gonna see Bap goats, Zenyatta goats, Sigma goats, Roadhog goats, the goats without Brigitte goats. I'm running out of goats here, Shad. Moira goats, Anna goats, Snoats, and boats. Wait, what's boats? Oh, well, you never know. Yes Men are unpredictable. They might bring out some boats. You don't know what's going through their brain.
Boats?
Oh no, Bastion dive.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
Oh, that was such. It was amazing to witness, but horrible to be the target of.
Yeah, it was definitely definitely sad to see. But no. We're getting to it. There's no way they're gonna bring out Pharaoh goats. That's not even a thing. Oh, they're on a tag. I'm getting baited. I get baited too easily. What? No. What's going on here? We're seeing leg suit on a Zenyatta.
Oh, hold up.
Oh,
Make a question.
what's going on? You can't just. These are good mid-tier GM teams, and they just rolled a 4.2k plus team at their spawn, playing someone on an off-roll. On goats. That's not even how things work, but S121 does manage to. And Legsu next Pukulala again. We saw his amazing hit scan, but now he's going to be hit and scanned off into the spawn room. It's not looking good. Nobcheesy did try to drop his shatter, but it just got de-shattered. As you know how buggy that ultimate is. Odin is trying to just get a last contest, even though the cart hasn't moved at all yet. So I'm not sure what the goal was there. But looking at these ults, and that's the goal of goals. That's the goal. Tell me, who's going to win this next fight?
Oh man, it's been such a long time since I've played those, and even then, when I played those, all I did was press E on Lucio. You didn't really do much more. But I will go with my favorite Aegir.
Shatter! Shatter, the right angle shatter. Legsu managed to die. Now the Graviton Surge is being nabbed by Diva Bomb. But the Zenyatta, the Transcendence, tried to do a little bit of help. But no, the Diva Bomb definitely did find value of its own as it managed to blow 2 brains up. And Guts just getting pummeled near the end. And it looks like a gear have a hold on really a grip.
No.
A grip of goats. Now the Diva Bomb is coming through on the payload, but it gets swallowed by Reinhardt's magnificent, mighty big shield. Follow up from here. What's going on? The goats from a gear is just so strong. And now they don't have ults to use. It's going to be a different story as Pukulala does have that Graviton Surge online. Whether Esses is going to have the beat or not, I don't think so. Ready for that Grav. What do you think is going to happen here, Shad?
Well,
Tell me the future. You're a prophet.
He really needs to grind that.
Okay, the rally is coming out, the Transcendence is being dropped, and the beat is being plummeted. Pukulala's on the low ground. He's taking a pull with the enemy Reinhardt, but now the rest of the team is following around. The Graviton Surge is being dropped in Guts, almost dying. He had a near-death experience there, but S121 wasn't so lucky. Now Nob either. Couple headshots of his own onto the head of Furculos, leading to his death. Pukulala with the Graviton Surge coming back. He's trying to get some kills, and he achieves it. There's just a Lucio, as you were saying, Shad, that you did, just holding down the E key, just wiggling his finger in the air on a point, and now he's trying to waddle away, but Lexu, he isn't going to appreciate that, and he's back into his spawn room the good old-fashioned way. Now the Diva Bomb is coming out straight onto the back line. It's not going to find too much. And now the red team's pushing up with that Transcendence. The gear's looking pretty firm, although they lost to Reinhardt and Brigitta's 2 core members of this team. And now they're scared. They're scared of Nobcheesy charging into the back line, which is exactly what just happened as Cobra managed to fool. Pukulala is looking for some aggressive play over here on that Zarya. Diva's defense matrix managed to swallow up anything that's being seen. And right there, it was a fire strike. Nobcheesy looking for a bit more build up, but Guts has got the beat. Lexu with the Transcendence, and Odin with the bomb into the back. Lexu did finish off Yeepy. Absolute magnificent play. It's going to be follow up from here. Now there's an alleyway brawl happening over here. I love an alleyway fight scene, and we just saw one, a big German guy pummeling 2 poor people.
Feels so bad for Cobra. The Diva Bomb landed right next to him, and the poor guy had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's situations like that. So unlucky, but I think we might see another situation coming up soon, and that situation's coming in with the charge, following up. Managed to pin Lazy straight onto the lamppost. He isn't going to have any mercy with the Transcendence getting dropped on the side of Legsu. Legsu with that strong healing from the Transcendence. It's going to be great for some momentum, and we've seen that momentum follow up with the Graviton Surge. It managed to find a kill on Yi through the Transcendence. The damage is so strong from the side of Yesman, and Yesman are pushing all the way to the spawn. Legsu finding one more kill. Now the rest is just all following together. The puzzle pieces are clicking without the Reinhardt, though they're pretty naked, but they have little shielding apart from a flimsy Brig shield. I think that's going to be too much, but Nobcheesy's back in the fight. Shad, what's going to happen here next?
My Oracle powers are telling it's gonna be an awesome brawl.
Yep, and that's what's breaking out. The rally's being dropped on the side of a gear, and now Nobcheesy's just swinging around. The bomb being dropped, so the yes men are high, but they die. 2 of the supports are gonna fall, and now Legsu next. with the flaming fire strikers follow up from here. The very familiar goatee brawl that we normally see, where it's just an overwhelming team fight. Everything happens in a short, compact period of time, and I'm out of breath because of it.
You need to start swimming, man.
Огонь по готовности.
Okay, I heard a ult sound happening, but I also saw
there
some
it is.
kills in the kill feed. Okay, I say Nob Cheesy got a bit lucky there, Trade. I think that's a little bit of luck, but the ults are starting to come online for Yes Men, so maybe they can take the strong fight near the end. Guts finding a boop on Odin is definitely going to start swinging the momentum. Oh, never mind, Odin is on Yes Men, so that's not a good thing. That's sad.
Dong, dong, dong.
Yeah, that is the sound that we're hearing.
Gotta say, really good tracking.
Yeah, I gotta say, a really good shatter coming up soon. Nob Cheesy, he's hungry. He's ready to do it. He's just waiting for an opportunity, but he's coming in low, so he's gonna need to do it soon. But the Transcendent gets dropped. He did shatter. I didn't see whether it got any value or not, but Gus finding a boot, finishing blow on the Zarya on the team. It's gonna be pretty massive. Now the rest is follow up from here. I'm lost for words as Yes Men. Oh yes, they are taking this fight in full force fashion. They still got plenty of ultimates online. While Aegir only have that rally coming up next. They're going to be bullying a poor baby, as Yes Men love to do. We've seen it before. We saw Nob Cheesy killing children so many times, and yeah, going for a swim, but he doesn't realize his chunky German armor just doesn't float. I'm sorry, Turbo, but maybe just the German armor isn't built right.
Oh, is this? It's a losing 1v1.
Yeah, this is why I considered Esses for the MVP. Just look at his movements. It's like tick-tock. Very, very nice. He's an absolute ninja. Speaking of ninja, we're not seeing ninjas. We're seeing a raid bot coming in. The Brigitte with that rally is just so strong. The sound barrier coming in is going to protect them. But Guts, he wasn't so lucky. Lexi with the Transcendence is going to be very helpful for the sustain. And they got grabbed even though the Transcendence was still up. And now Nob Cheesy with a shatter. Going to be finding a couple more kills, a couple more follow-up. And now it's into overtime. It's just the last kills from there. Getting the hold. The Aegir did not cap it all the way to the end. So there's faith for Yes Men, although we saw a similar fate on Watchpoint Gibraltar, and it didn't go so well for the good old Yes Men. What do you think is going to happen, Ishad?
Better be very bold and say that Aegir are going to lose this one, actually.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, that's super poggers, what I'm seeing and hearing right now. We're seeing these teams go back to the familiar goats. I think we're just getting baited by Odin. Don't get too excited. I don't think that that the Doom Fist will be coming up. I don't know. Tell me more, Shad. What do you think is going to happen? What's your predictions? Just all the informations.
Gonna say that the teams are gonna have fun. They're gonna do some stupid stuff. For example, spawn camping.
Do you, that was kind of mean last time. So I think they're going for some revenge. The charge coming up straight away. They're not going to kill. It's a super glitchy ability, as I'm sure FDD has complained about many times. People are falling straight away, but it spawns just right next door. I don't think Yes Men are too bothered about this initial hold, and they've done it themselves. They know how to play against it, and they're treating it quite smartly, playing on the high ground. Fire strikes coming in. Nob Cheesy looking for a hungry kill. He does get charged, but the charge does get cancelled. Now the rest of the ball is starting to break out. Any trade here is good value. Nob Cheesy killing Lazy is massive. He's got a long walk to go next, and Yipri dying as well is pretty huge. Not to mention Odin managing to find, oh, not Odin, but S121 finding that finishing blow on Cobra. Now Poop Lala just landing a final punch on the ball. Meditative Monk's skull. Pushing up the payload here. The ult economy on both teams are looking somewhat equal, apart from the Transcendence, which I believe Esses will be getting first along with that Graviton Surge. So it's looking pretty good, pretty happy. To the side of again, I was saying that D.Va 1-on-1, but Nob Cheesy falling is massive. Without the Reinhardt, without that front line, it's going to be super hard in the ball stage, which I believe Aegir is trying to force right here. Now all abilities are being popped, and poor Lexu, he's been caught out of position.
Lexu.
He just got bullied. He got bitten by the snake that is Cobra.
Well, they say you shouldn't piss against the electric fence.
What? They say that?
What do you expect is gonna happen? You're gonna get electrocuted if you do that.
Not if you stay at a distance. Okay, moving in. The Lucio is coming in. He's got that speed boost, but the D.Va bomb is being dropped.
Oh
From
my goodness!
did not quite get a kill, but that was fun to watch, to say the least. Legs in the high ground looks like no damage. Now for Roxless, he's almost going to lose his mech. There we go, he lost his mech. The Captain Surgery coming in, did not quite find any values, but there is the fat values, the beat. The Sand Barrier was dropping a huge shatter for follow-up by Nob Cheesy in an off angle. Well, that is absolutely massive. This is the gameplay you want to see from a GM team. This is the mighty strength that you expect from a Reinhardt player. This is what you want to see from the main tank in GOATS, is a strong shatter to follow up.
Activate my Routing power forward.
Now Yipfri's looking for a quick dip in the river, because why not?
I mean, it's getting really heated.
Yeah, I think he wanted to charge one off the map, as he's done before. Fire strikes are starting to get thrown on in, and with the position that Yes Men have got, they've got quite a chunk of space. Lexu pushing that car, something you don't expect him to do, as he likes to play a bit more aggressively normally, a bit more Jonaki style. And now the ball at the top is going to be taking place. The value to get dropped from Lazy, so it's giving them a stronger advantage, as we're seeing now two members. Instant loss in GOAT. As soon as two members die, even one, the rest is gonna follow up on. So Shad, what do you think is gonna happen for the next fight?
The next fight, I would say that the Yes Men have a really good shot. They have more orbital line than Aegir, so I feel like they are gonna take it a 200 meters more.
Yeah,
As long as they don't keep missing like that.
we just shifted into a Transcendence though, and now everything is breaking out. Two Graviton Surge being dropped, and the D.Va bombs are both corresponding with each other. No! No, Nob Cheesy charge, and that's going to cost him his life, along with the Zenyatta, and the rest of the fight is just going to fall on from there. You can't lose a fight which you invest so heavily in. So many ultimates were used, and it was just all charged away by the big chunky man that is Nob Cheesy.
Chunky.
Very. Oh, follow up from there.
Ooh, that's a nasty pick on a Pukulala.
Nasty indeed. It's evil. It's filthy.
Deliciously filthy.
Deliciously filthy. Yes.
I said you'll have to say that.
But is it delicious if it's super filthy? 10-second rule, 10-second rule. But speaking of 10 seconds, we're seeing that rally come. 10 seconds. Both rallies from each team are corresponding, but the shatter from Nob Cheesy is coming online very shortly, which he's super eager to use. I'm sure. And there it is, finding 4 people on the floor. Nob Cheesy's going to be swinging away with that big fat chunky hammer of his, crushing the skulls of all the children that oppose him. And now Grumpy Llama is going to fall as well at the end, and just a final stagger, final couple of kills. Although Pukulala does die, it's not going to affect them too much, as they are going to be capping that last bit, unless there's some ridiculous recontest. Wait, what? There is some ridiculous recontest going on. What's going on here? Cobra does fall, but that's not... Transcendence being dropped. It's very interesting. It's going to be hard fighting with 2 Transcendents up, but don't worry, they are gone. Yipri with that shatter does manage to miss everything completely, which is extremely hard to do, but the D.Va bomb, now that is a hard ultimate to pull off, and we just saw it in action, taking 2 out of the fight. off Yes Men. With 0.2 meters on the point, it was destined to be capped. And now Aegir have lost so many resources going into the next push. And Yes Men didn't really lose too many.
But another shatter and a graviton, and also baby's almost online. Very good situation for the S-Men.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
there
a
it
good
is.
situation indeed. A very good situation as that shatter does get job taken out. Cobra and the Reinhardt now the beat following through for the engage. They're trying to take up the space. They're trying to allow Legsu to get the final cap. And with this strong ball, it's looking extremely good. The rally's online on the side of Aegir, but it's not going to be too much. It's going to be one recontest, I'm sure. And here it is. Here it's happening. We're seeing the Graviton Surge get popped off from Aegir, and it's not going to translate to too many kills. Lexu did die now. Pukadal now. Nob Cheesy, and unfortunately, Yes Man could not get it in that one push, but they got 1 minute and 10 seconds to go.
And plenty of ultimates to play with. I feel like they are going to take this.
Yeah.
And they are gonna get that one piece of the cake that has the iron written all over it.
Yeah, and we see that shatter online. Yet again, he's hungry to press the button, the Graviton Surge though. And there it is, the 180 shatter. I don't expect anything less from Nobshizi as the follow-up is coming through. That's 2 supports out of the lineup from Aegir. It's going to be super hard. As I said, the 2 kills is all you need to follow on up. Even though Yes Men didn't take a single round of the actual video game, they managed to in goats. And
Maybe
as a
it was
wise man
destiny.
likes to say, Alfie loves to say, let's go, just go goats. And, you know, it's them just going goats. And there's a shatter to show off for it. And, it shows that, that they are the superior tank and support team, maybe. I think that's, safe to say. Maybe it's just that their DPS don't translate, to tanks and supports, that easily. I don't know. What do you think, Shad?
Could you repeat that? I was lagging out real bad because that match was so good it sent my computer to the outer space.
That happens to the best of us. I was just gonna ask. I forgot. I have 0 clue what I asked you. Like, not one. My memory has just got Thanos snapped. I got no clue whatsoever. But what I do have a clue about is it was a phenomenal match. We got more in stock. I believe soon we will be doing the MVPs, where you guys in chat will be able to vote for it. So that's exciting, guys. You know, there's people in chat. I see Alfie in chat. I see members from the good old sandwich in chat, and now that there's the MVP vote, come on guys, put in your votes. I'm seeing some people get the votes. I see 3 votes for Lexu, 3 votes for Yip3, and 1 on Cheesy and 1 on Farkloss. It's I don't know, it's interesting to see these coming in. I think well, I mean, your vote was for Legsu, and he is a popular player. He's a great player to say the least. We saw phenomenal performance on him on the goats, but oh, I was gonna try to say that someone else here is better than. I'm struggling to think, but these other 3 contenders are phenomenal. Shad, who do you think is gonna take it? Who do you think deserves it? Because I think Lexi might take it, but who do you think deserves it? That's the
I
better
feel
question.
like Pukulala deserves it because
He's not
he
even up
was-
there. Oh,
he's not there. That's a crime.
Turbo scuffed. Turbo, you're a bot.
Because Pukulala was the sole carrier of most of the matches, especially in King's Row. It was he who who led to victory and led to the downfall. I feel like he may be more valuable than Lexu.
Okay, Turbo.
That just comes with the Shad effect. But on another note, we have our winner.
Lexu. Just a little coffee.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was well deserved. Some phenomenal
Of course, it was
off-hand
the well
play.
deserved.
And we saw that Zenyatta come out, as I mentioned before, on the GOATs, which led to that GOATs victory, in my personal opinion. So well done to you, Legsu. And of course, well done to everybody else that played in this match. Great job to Aegir for taking the cake, for taking the dub, for taking the win. And of course, great job to the phenomenal, yes, men who did phenomenally. But Shad, to my knowledge, soon we'll be moving on to a break, but let's hype this up quick. So Shad, you're in the main team, and it's the academy team playing. Tell us why this is the match to watch.
Oh. As a member of the Sandwich Tops the Discord server, I have not really followed the success of our daughter team, but I know that FDD is heavily involved in the training of the team, and FDD is a phenomenal captain and a coach.
Okay, I haven't heard the same about his Reinhardt play, but it's glad to hear that he's a phenomenal coach, and that's gonna be super interesting. I mean, I know a bit about the Brainstorm main team. I believe I've played against them before. They didn't do too well, but this academy team is a whole different team. It's a whole different situation, and it's a whole different match, and it's against a whole different team. It's gonna be one to watch, Shad.
Especially
gonna be one to
for
watch.
that today is gonna be the day that the FDD, the Mister, I'll charge alone myself.
You can't leave that. You can't leave that. You can't leave that. Shad. You can't leave that. You can't leak that. You can't leak that. So sorry guys. Shad almost leaked something, which is an extremely good reason for you guys to stick around. Let's just say it involves FDD, and let's just say it's something extremely exciting, something that the fans want. So guys, you know, me and Shad have been your casters for today. Later on today, you will have FDD and Kirk casting for you guys. So that's going to be a complete and utter treat. The captain of the Sandwich main team, and of course Kirk, a phenomenal player himself and a great caster. So I hope you guys do stick around. I've been Duck, and Shad, do your bit of the outro.
It's I, the lad, the legend, the Shad, and I thank you that you have stuck around. One and only.